Hi friends, we are in my son's room because I just made him the cutest bookends. Look, my hands are dirty, very dirty, and I can't wait to show you. They are rainbow bookends. He had a need for more bookshelves, so I built some new bookshelf, painted it, and then I thought the cherry on top would be cute bookends, so I made them on my own. I spent about $9, so it was super affordable, and I want to show you how to make them too. Okay, here's our supplies for this project. First up, I have this 12-inch round piece of wood. I just got it from Lowe's. It was $8. That's the main thing we need. And then I had scrap pieces of wood from my wood pile. And we're going to cut these, and these will be the sides of the bookend. And out of one of these pieces of round board, I can get 4 bookends. So that'll be good. The first thing we need to do with this project is find center on the circle. So you want to cut it into even fourths. And so you need to draw a line, crossing each other down the middle, which is pretty simple. And then you just take it to a table saw, or you could use a circular saw or jigsaw and cut it on those lines. So you're just making 4 straight cuts, which is pretty simple. I've seen people make this with a jigsaw where you cut out like the whole arch, but I thought this would be easier. Anyway, next you cut the base and the sides, and you can just mark the circle, but I will also have the exact measurements on my blog with which size to cut the base, and then sand everything down because it gets a little chippy from being cut. And then you use a drill bit and you put it into the base so that you can later use screws to connect the L shape together. So the L shape of the base is going to be really strongly connected because you're going to use those 2 screws. And then for the arch, we will connect those just with using nails. My husband is very precise, so he likes to mark where he's going to put his nail holes in, but it is important that you mark the center so that you can go straight through the wood, because if you don't go on center through the arch, you could like do a nail out of the arch. So it's important to kind of draw that center line at least. And you're going to want to flip the bookend over so that you can add nails onto each side of the arch so it has a nice secure securing the arch to the base. And I'll kind of show you. This is with them all done. I did add wood filler to cover the screws and all the nail holes and sanded those smooth. So this is what it looks like once the construction's done. And now it's painting time. So I'm just using regular white latex paint that I had on hand from painting all my walls, and I painted all the sides of the bookend, and it ended up taking 3 coats of paint, which is kind of a lot. So just be like aware if you're going to do this project, you might be painting for a long time. Once the first few coats were done, I just used some caulk because you could totally see where the seams were, and I thought that didn't look really nice. So I used caulk in the seams and then just got my finger wet to clean up any of the extra caulk. And that way, once I do a second coat, it'll look really seamless, which always makes for a more professional project. And here is the 3rd coat of paint. And because I do white on wood, it's just always going to take a lot more coats than I want it to. But I am liking how the white is looking. It looks very clean and fresh, which is nice. Once the paint was dry, I just used a pencil and drew on some arches. And I just kind of eyeballed it and made it match the outside arch. And then I took some paint and I painted within the arches. And the beauty of this is you're going to need a few coats of paint, so if you don't get it right the first time, you can kind of clean up your edges. Behind you can see the pink one, and I did kind of a crappy job, so if at first you don't succeed, just clean it up with the second coat. I also like painting the outside of the arch so it was the same color, and to be honest, I only painted one side. You can paint both, but I think only one side is necessary, and I painted each one a different gradient of color. So this one's all the mint colors, the last one was the pink one, but you could definitely do any color combination you want. You could do classic rainbow with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. It's up to you, and that's part of what makes this project so great is you can totally customize it for the space it's going in, or for the child. You could add a name on it, and that would make like a really good gift too. So you can see I'm just going from color to color. At the bottom part I'm leaving white, and I just fill in as I go. I used artist paintbrushes. I found that to be the easiest. I tried to use like just a normal paintbrush, and that was too big and clunky. So even though it was annoying to fill in with this, I liked using the artist paintbrush a lot. And now for the reveal of the bookends. So this is the bookcase I got my son, and then I painted each bookend a different color to match the different colors I painted inside the bookcase, which I think looks really nice, and he loves it too.